Hello and welcome to the Outdoor Cooking Man channel where we cook stuff outdoors. In this video, we are cooking mustard and rosemary pork chops on the Blackstone griddle. Now, if you want the directions, the ingredients that I use in this cook, just simply click on the first link in the description and you'll have that. And you'll also have 15 best griddle cooking tips. Those are great tips for beginners. Now, I just took the ingredients, like I mentioned, you can find those in the first link in the description. I mixed it all into a bowl and I simply just covered both sides. Now, I'm actually using pork shoulder. I've never cooked with pork shoulder before, so this is something new. Also, I should let you know that I am not a professional cook, okay? So if you're looking for professional cooking and high-level cooking, that's not what this channel is. This channel is just a guy cooking a weeknight meal for his family. In fact, those 4 pork shoulders were able to feed my wife and my 3 kids, as well as myself. And so just to give you a quick idea of the ingredients that were covered, the exact amounts of each will be listed in the link in the description. I used wild mustard, olive oil, garlic. I actually used the garlic that comes in a jar or a bottle. Rosemary. I used the rosemary spice, and then balsamic vinegar. So that's what I use. That's what you can see on the screen there. Right now, it's really a pretty hands-off process. The cool thing with this cook is it's not too involved. I believe I cooked it about 9 minutes on each side. Truthfully told, I could have probably cooked it even a little bit longer. Also, too, one thing that I noticed with my griddle, and if you're brand new to griddle cooking, you might find this too. The back of the grill seems to be hotter. Back of the griddle is actually hotter than the front of the griddle. So when you're cooking, you want to make sure that you are aware of that. Anyway, as you can see, it's a pretty self-contained cook. I will check it in just a moment. I actually will have my supervisor check it as well. My supervisor being my wife, let her give her thoughts on the cook. But this is a really simple cook. It doesn't get much more complicated than this. You just mix up the herbs and spices, slap them on there, and then I actually will, once I flip it, I'll actually put it on the other side as well. So I'm going to let the music run. You can get an idea of what this looks like. You can actually see it time lapse and cook. The regular cook took probably about 25 to 30 minutes. I usually will cook these after I pick up my kids from school, turn on the griddle, and then we'll cook something. The part that I didn't show is I start all of my cooks the same way that I end them. I always put down a layer of olive oil on the griddle just to make sure that it's prepped, ready, and everything tastes great. But as you can see here, it's going to cook real simple, real easy. Again, if you want the exact recipe for the mix that I used, you can click the first link in the description. One thing too, I don't know if you'll notice this, but the background actually kind of gets darker over time in this first half because the sun goes down here in Wisconsin relatively early. It's probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and it just gets progressively darker. In the second half of this video, I'll actually change the camera settings and it'll be light again. In fact, I'll come back to you when I flip so that you can see what these look like. All right, here you go. You can see I flipped the first one. They're all cooked pretty well, as you can see there. The cook actually turned out being nice in the end. It just looks like they are a little bit crispy, a little bit on the crispier side. I guess it depends on your taste. If you like it gently cooked or if you like it harder cooked, either way, And then we've got different stages because our kids have different tastes, but you can see here, real simple. And actually right now you're going to see that the lighting changed because I adjusted the camera settings on the light. As I mentioned, sun's going down pretty early here. It is October, or was October when I made this video, but you can see it is cooking fairly well. And this is a self-contained cook. It's real simple, real easy. Part of the reason why I like making these types of cooks and meals is because it's a weeknight meal. And, you know, kids getting home from school, elementary school, wife getting off of work and coming home, we need something quick. We don't have time to make a 3-course meal. And what you can do is you can actually serve this meal, the pork shoulder. You can either serve it with French fries like we did, or you can do vegetables. And I didn't put vegetables on the griddle on this one, but you can do that as well. Either one is up to you. If you've got kids, you probably want to probably want to serve it with French fries. What we wound up doing is we wound up actually cutting this up into pieces and serving it, because these 4 big pork shoulders were surprisingly big and you know, enough for the entire family. But you can see as this goes on, the cook continues. You can see the meal cook. I'm going to come back to you in just a few moments when we are just about done. All right, you can see me checking them just a little bit. Making sure they are nice and evenly cooked on both sides. And I really do enjoy cooking on the griddle. It's one of my favorite pastimes because it's so easy. It cooks quickly. There's no mess to have to worry about in the very end. One of the issues with cooking indoors is simply that there's so much mess and stuff to clean up. But when you're cooking on a griddle, one flat top surface, your life is simple and easy, and there's a lot less junk to clean up. Instead of having to clean up, you know, maybe 10 different things, bowls, pans, all that stuff, run in the dishwasher, you can just cook out here. And then when you're done, you spray it down with some water, which you'll see. Actually, you won't see it in this video. Normally, I show you the cleanup, but the cleanup is real simple and real easy, like most things with the griddle. Real simple, real easy. Now, I've got 3 off. That one right there took a little bit longer to cook because it was in the cooler zone. Not intentionally. It's just how my griddle cooks. I have a cooler zone and then a warmer zone. But, you know, everything winds up tasting pretty good. I had never used wild rice before, or wild mustard. I didn't even know what that was. So you know, this is the first time for many things. Make sure that you like, comment, follow, subscribe, do everything so that you can stay up to date when I upload brand new videos, regardless if they're shorts or if they're full-length videos. You can see here, I'm actually trying to clean up a little bit to be more efficient with my time. Here in Wisconsin, it gets kind of cold when the sun goes down and windy. And so we want to make sure that we are in the house before it gets too cold. But you can see that last one is going to take a couple minutes longer to cook. That's a-okay. It turned out and tasted great. Now, the other ones were about 8 or 9 minutes on each side. That one was a little bit longer because of the zone that it was in. You can see here, it's getting darker, sun's going down. It gets dark pretty quick. All right, it is finally done. We are pulling it off. Turned out great, tasted great. Again, like, comment, follow. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.